Hey, it's Ben. For Christmas last year, I got the DJI Osmo Mobile 6. I wasn't able to test it until now. The Osmo Mobile 6 is a gimbal designed to elevate the quality of smartphone cinematography. A few of its features that appeal to me in particular were its 3-axis stabilization, its built-in extension rod, and its portability. But by far its most intriguing feature is its Active Track 5.0. DJI claims that it can automatically reframe as its subject moves. As someone who shoots videos by himself, not by choice, but due to 49 years of rubbing people the wrong way, this feature seemed promising. So I bought a little tyke bouncy ball, made a t-shirt online, and blew up some balloons. Would the Osmo Mobile 6 know what to track? The short answer is yes. As you can see, it detected my real face and dynamically adjusted to keep me in frame. But then I realized I should probably redo the test with a second camera so you can actually see the Osmo Mobile 6 performing. So I set up my Canon R8. But then I realized I needed yet another camera to also capture the R8. So I grabbed my wife's work phone, which she gave me permission to use in an emergency. To capture that, I borrowed my sister's Sony DSC-WX9, which I shot with the waterproof Fujifilm XP120 that I found at a thrift store for $5. Unfortunately, I couldn't shoot that with my sister-in-law's Coolpix 4300 because it was broken, but my brother-in-law's Coolpix S3000 worked. I shot them with my daughter's Canon SX540 and shot that with my mom's Coolpix L5 with broken battery compartment, which I shot with the FaceTime camera on my MacBook Pro, which I shot with my iMac desktop computer, which I shot with my wife's work iPad Pro, which she didn't give me permission to use, which I shot with some red iPhone SE that I found at home in a drawer. Finally, I grabbed this Ring stick-up indoor cam to shoot the iPhone SE, shooting the iPad Pro, shooting the iMac, shooting the MacBook Pro, shooting the Coolpix with broken battery compartment, shooting the Canon, shooting the other Coolpix next to the broken Coolpix, shooting the Fujifilm, shooting the Sony, shooting the iPhone 14, shooting the R8, shooting the iPhone 16 Pro Max, shooting me, bouncing up and down on a little tyke ball. Whee! Of course, the Ring camera wasn't going to shoot itself, so I got out my DJI Neo drone and flew it up to the window. To shoot the Neo drone, I reached out to my friend Yuri in Uzbekistan, who was able to secure a high-altitude Chinese M36 spy balloon. I couldn't tell you its specs because I don't know Mandarin, but its optics were amazing and I can totally see why the military shoots these things down. Then I got a hold of someone at Starlink who was nice enough to lend me the port camera on their 1156 satellite, even though it meant permanently severing internet access to Ukraine's front line. To capture the 1156, I used plasmomorph particle acceleration, which is why the footage looks a little screwed up. It took a lot of transfers to get it into a codec YouTube recognized. Luckily, capturing the microscopic plasmomorph particles themselves wasn't hard at all, because they're not tethered to the same time-space continuum as we are, and in fact have been roaming through our bodies and the solar system at large since the Trinity test on July 16, 1945. So I just waited for my colonoscopy appointment the next day and asked my GI if I could zoom into her footage. Unfortunately, due to some popcorn I'd eaten while sleepwalking during colonoscopy prep, the PCF Q180AL perforated my colon, forcing me into emergency surgery where I quickly contracted sepsis and died on the operating table. So even though I wasn't able to complete my review of the Osmo Mobile 6 in my earthly form, I did see plenty to be impressed by. If you're a content creator, this might just be what you need to take your content to the next level.